Hello, how are you? I hope you're all doing very, very well. It is Sunday, October 3rd. This is Lemurian, Donna Carol, and I'm very happy to be here. And tonight I need to introduce you to someone. This is Snickers. Say hi, Snickers. Snickers. Aw, she doesn't want to pose, but Snickers is my foster kitten, and she just had a bath. And I got her Thursday night from the shelter. They sent out a couple of emails saying that they were inundated with kittens. And I was like, well, I can take a kitten because, I work from home. And actually, my two cats, Chloe and Benjamin, I fostered last year. And they came from the shelter, the same shelter. But I wound up adopting them. Anyhow, I got Snickers Thursday night. She's adorable. She's very smart. Cute as can be. She's between 5 and 7 weeks, I think. Her eyes are still blue. And she's very intelligent, playful, fun. When they put the notice on the email, they said she's hissy, and I thought, oh, this is the cat I want because, the hissy solo cats, they just need a lot of attention. They need a lot of love. Anyhow, I brought her home. I think she hissed once, and that was it. She was done. And she slept with me this morning in my bed. She's just a little love bug. So I'm very happy to have her. The only problem is that Chloe is furious. My cat, I have a black cat, Chloe. She's a year old, and ever since Snickers came here, she's been outside. She won't come in. And she'll come in to eat, and then she growls at me. She growls at Snickers, and she growls at Benjamin. Benjamin has warmed up to the kitten, and I'm hoping he can become a foster daddy because I need some help here because I'm going to be working next week. So, and she's a biter, so I've got to teach her how not to bite. But anyhow, she's going to be up for adoption probably in maybe 6 weeks. She's about 5 weeks. Wait a second. Yeah, maybe 6 weeks. She's going to have 2 more sets of shots, and she'll be spayed. And once she's spayed and recovered, she'll be going up for adoption. I would love to keep her, but I'm not allowed to. I live in a small apartment. I'm limited to 2 cats. And Snickers isn't supposed to be here, but these little babies, they really need to be in a home. They don't do well in a shelter, and there's so many kittens that need to be fostered right now still, even though kitten season starts in May. But Chloe just is beyond jealous, so I don't think I could keep her anyhow because my cat is seriously jealous. And I think, I definitely want to foster more, and I'm thinking I've got to get a house, preferably a bigger house, and then I can have like 1 or 2 rooms dedicated to animals, baby animals, and take care of them and stuff. So that's my dream. I'm sure that's going to happen. I'm going to manifest it, but she has brought me so much happiness. She is just full of joy. She's very affectionate. Anyhow, so glad you're here, Snickers. So I just didn't think my other cat would get so PO'd. Anyhow, so we're going to do a guided meditation. We're going to do a meditation into the light. And this is mainly to bring up your frequency, bring up your vibration, and also to bathe you in the rays of the sun. And you might even get some downloads. We'll see what happens. So if you would, go ahead and get comfortable. You can find a chair. You can lie down. It might be good to lie down. Find a chair and just relax, and we will start. So take 2 or 3 deep breaths in and out. And just go ahead and release all the stress of the weekend. Okay. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, one more time, breathing in, breathing out. And silently, I invite you to ask your guides to be with you. You can call them in by name, or you can just call in a group of guides that you want to commune with. So I'm going to call in my spiritual evolution guides, and I'm not going to name them, so whoever looks after my process of enlightenment, I ask them to come in and help me tonight. So I invite you to do the same. Now go ahead and put all of your attention on your heart chakra. It's interesting to note that when we come in as babies, we come in through the 12th chakra, which is at the back of the head. So the soul will actually come through that chakra when you're a fetus. It hovers around the fetus for a few months, maybe a few weeks, maybe up to 3 months. And then it goes into the back of the head, and then your soul actually goes down to your heart, and it stays in your heart for your entire life. But it travels up to the other chakras from the heart. So the energy that is in your heart can travel throughout the body. But when it actually enters, it comes in through the head. So just a point of conversation. This is a very touchy chakra. I hear that if you know how to hit it correctly, you can kill a person instantaneously. I don't know how to do that, and I don't want to, but yeah, the 12th chakra is right here. Okay, so go ahead and get into contact with your soul. So I'm going to bring in my guides, and I'm going to ask them. So I'm bringing in my highest spiritual evolution guides to talk through this channeled message, to bring in the light, and to communicate to all of you. And I ask them to commune with me, take over my voice, or align with my voice as we go through the meditation. Welcome. Yes, find your seat, find your spot, find your center in your heart, and feel that energy and ask to be connected to a greater portion of your soul. So at this time, call your soul into your heart. It is already there, but we actually want you to embody it and feel it and bring that soul into your mental consciousness. And now we ask you to breathe out all problems, all stress, all lack, all pressure, and use your breath to release anything that would hinder your journey with us today. Very good. And now we are going to take you on a journey into the light. We ask that you go back in time to when you were 5 years old and you were in an innocent state of consciousness. You were happy, you were free, you were enjoying life, and you were fascinated by every little new thing that you saw every single day. Life seemed like a miracle. It was beautiful, it was magical, and you were well cared for, and love surrounded your very being. So go back to your 5-year-old self and just go back to that state of innocence and bring up the eyes of the child that you are once again. We ask you to feel that innocence. Feel the sweetness of being young and alive, full of energy, full of love, and full of vigor. And now we are going to hold hands with you. So imagine that you are in a beautiful setting. You are by a lake that is crystal clear. The water is so clear and so pure that the stillness of the lake is overwhelming. You can see little ripples on the water where the insects are at play, and you can see the fish coming up every now and then. The remarkable thing about this lake is that the animals seem so serene. There is no fear here. It is just life forms enjoying their natural habitat, swimming and playing and being happy in the water. And as you look up around your head, you see two butterflies flying around you. And you feel so excited because they seem to want to be near you. One is a beautiful yellow butterfly on the right side of your head, and another is a beautiful orange monarch butterfly on the left side of your head. And even though you're only 5 years old, you instinctively know that these are your spirit guides and these are your friends from the invisible world. And even though you're only 5, you see your parents in the distance having a picnic on the grass in the meadow. And you see the beautiful wildflowers, all different colors, purple, orange, yellow, pink, and blue. And the tall grass is swaying in the wind. It is a gentle breeze. And your parents are over sitting on the grass, having a picnic as they watch you. And you are standing a few hundred yards away from the lake as they keep a watchful eye on you. And your sibling or siblings are with your parents in the meadow enjoying the picnic. And at this point you feel happy, peaceful, blissful, alive, buzzing with joy and anticipation of the day to come. There is nowhere else that you'd rather be, and that there is nowhere else that you want to travel to. You are completely content standing in the meadow by the lake. And you wave to your parents, and they wave back to you because you are indicating to them that you are going to go for a walk. There is no fear here. There are no predators. There are no people that would harm you. There is no way for you to get lost. And you decide to go on a walk by yourself, and you decide to follow the lead of the butterflies that are leading you towards a little hill in the distance. You see this little hill in the distance, and it is beautifully green, beautifully clear, and there's only a couple of trees at the top of the hill. It is really like a mound, but you have the desire to climb it and to see what's at the top of this hill. And so the butterflies lead you forward and you follow them and you take a few steps towards the hill to go up and see what you can find. And so you walk, not too swiftly, but not too slowly, walking, walking, walking. And as you do, you can kind of hear the animals in the distance. You hear or you feel two beavers in a stream upwards, making their dam and talking to each other as you walk closer to the stream, which is not too far from the hill. And so you walk and you walk and you get closer and you get closer, and the sun is perfectly above your head. It is almost noon, although you have no sense of time and you don't even know how to tell time. But you notice that the sun is straight above your head, in the middle of the sky. And so you take some steps and you slowly walk up the hill. 1 step, 2 step, 3, 4, 5 steps, 10 steps, 20 steps, 30 steps, slowly going up the hill, and you are halfway there. And you stop and you take a little break, and you still wave to your parents, who you can see in the distance, although they are much smaller now. And you are still following the butterflies who are very close to you, just in front of you, and they seem to be beckoning you forward. So you continue up the hill, another 10 steps, 20 steps, 30 steps, and you almost are at the top of the hill, and you see the 2 young trees planted directly on top of the hill, and you also see a bench that is placed between the 2 trees, a resting spot for those people that climb to the top of the hill. And so you continue on your journey, climbing and climbing the last 20 steps and the last 30 steps, and boom, you are at the top of the hill, and you notice that this bench is made of gold, pure gold, and you're amazed by the beauty. And the bench has 2 trees on either side of it, maple trees, which are just beginning to turn color, as it is getting to be that time of the year between summer and fall. You're amazed at the beauty of this golden bench. You have never seen anything quite like it. And so you climb up on it. It's a bit of a climb to get on the bench. After all, you're only 5 years old, you're little. But you manage to put one knee up and then the other, and you turn around and you sit in the middle of this beautiful golden bench. And then the butterflies move and they sit on either side of you. One is on the right armrest while the other sits on the left armrest. And you think, this is a magical, special place. A golden bench, a beautiful day. The sun is directly above me, and there are 2 butterflies on my bench with me. And you know that they are your friends from spirit. And then the butterflies start communicating with you telepathically. And they say, we are your friends. They are talking in unison, and they say, we have brought you here because we have a special gift for you. This is a special time for you, and we want to help you bring much goodness, beauty, purity, love, and light into your life. And you get so excited because you've never talked to butterflies before. And you say, yes, yes, I am here. Please show me the way. And so they say, just sit quietly, just sit still, and look up to the sun. And you look up, and the sun is so bright that it kind of hurts your eyes. You have to close your eyes because the sun is so bright. And the butterflies say, go ahead and close your eyes. We have brought you here so that you can receive the gifts of the golden sun, which will help you throughout your life. And you just think it's a bit of a game, so you say, okay. And you enjoy the rays of the sun. The sun beats down upon your head. It warms your face as you look up. It warms your neck and your chest and your arms and your whole body. And the butterflies, your guides, say to you, we ask that you receive the warmth of the sun. And so you do. You sit there and receive that light. And the butterflies say to you, breathe in the warmth of the sun. Breathe in the light of the sun. Let it come through your eyes, through your nose, through the nasal passages, into your mouth. Let the sun come into your skin and into your heart and receive the light that it brings you. And you receive and you bring in as much light as you can into your body. And it warms your entire body. Your entire body becomes relaxed and warm under the rays of the golden, magnificent sun. And the golden bench warms up, and you feel like you're in a golden wonderland. Golden trees, turning color, golden sun, and a golden bench. And the butterflies say to you, and now we ask that you receive the gifts that the sun wants to give to you. So open your heart, open your pineal gland, and you don't know what it is, but you feel an opening in the center of your head. And the butterflies say to you, receive the rays, the warmth of the sun, which carries codes of information that will help you awaken and will help you manifest your spiritual destiny later in your life. And so you open yourself, and now the sun seems to grow larger and bigger. It seems to grow and take up the whole sky. And this magnificent celestial being says unto you, receive my direction. And you're amazed because you did not know the sun could talk. But you open up, and as you do, the rays of the sun come in oh so strongly into your heart. They're coming in now, coming into your heart, into your mind, into your third eye, into all the cells of your body. And the sun says to you, receive the codes for your awakening. And it says, sit in silence. And it beats down on you. And as it does, you feel your body start to sway. You feel yourself getting larger and lighter. You don't feel fully present or fully in your body. You feel so warm and you feel blissful. And you receive the light and the love and the direction from the sun on the golden bench in silence. And you receive the codes and the information now. You reach your hands up above your head and you instinctively feel for the rays of the sun to come into the palms of your hands, down your forearms, down your, um, into your shoulders, and you feel as though your body is turning to light in your hands, in your feet, in your core, your legs, your arms. Your whole body feels like light. And the sun beats down and keeps dispensing its wisdom into you, into your body, your vessel, so that you can carry it with you in this lifetime, and you receive. And now the sun says, we are complete. You have received your codes for awakening. You have received your codes for your spiritual mission, for your travels and journeys in this life into this world and into the spirit world. And then out of nowhere, the moon appears and says, we bless this transmission. And the winds come forward and they swirl all around your young body. And they say, we bless this transmission. And the rain comes. It is a soft, warm drizzle, and it covers your entire body. And it says, we bless this transmission. And so all of the elements come forward from the earth, and they say, we bless this transmission. And then the elements, the moon, the wind, the rain, dispense. They leave. And the sun says to you, we are complete. And now day turns to night. And the day sky has all of a sudden shifted to a night sky. And the sun is not visible, but it says to you, above you See your guiding star. This is your star of wisdom and truth that will lead you to all good things in your life. And you look up and you see the brightest, most perfect luminescent star you've ever seen. And it twinkles. It twinkles. And the sun says, receive the light from your guiding star. And as you hear that voice, that message from the sun, all of a sudden you feel a strong ray of energy from your guiding star, and it goes right into the middle of your head, into your pineal gland. And the sun says you are now connected to your guiding star, and it will be with you all the days of your life to guide you, to love you, and to bring you good things. You are blessed. And then you look up again, and where you saw just one star before, you see thousands, if not millions, of beautiful lights, stars in the sky. And the sun says to you, these are the stars that came with you to planet Earth. And these souls have traveled and will travel with you in this incarnation. So say hello to your fellow journeyers, to your friends. And you say out loud, hello, hello. And as you say hello to your friends, millions of voices come back and you hear, hello, hello, we are so glad to see you. Hello, hello. And you understand that these are the guiding stars of the people that you will meet and deal with, play with, and work with in this lifetime. And then the sun says, it is time to return to your family. And the night sky changes to day. And you once again are cognizant of the golden bench and the butterfly on the right and the butterfly on the left. And you look up in the sky and you see the sun, and it seems to smile at you. And it seems to wink at you. And then it says, go in peace and be well. And all of a sudden, all of the energy that was outside of yourself, spacious and light and free, comes back like a rocket inside your heart. And you become very present with your body. And you tap your feet. They don't reach the ground, but you start to tap your feet and wiggle your hands, and you come back fully 100% into your little body. And you're so excited, you can't believe what just happened. And you think to yourself, I can't wait to go back to my parents, my mom and dad, and tell them what happened with Father, Son, and my guiding star, and the rain, and the wind, and the moon. You're so excited. And so you say, I'm going to go home now. And you jump off the bench and you start running down the hill because you're just so elated, so joyous, so happy, so excited to share the news of your guiding light, the sun and the stars, and your own special guiding star. But as you run down the hill, and as you get closer and closer to the meadow where your parents are, you can't quite remember everything that had happened. You're thinking, what happened? And you look back at the two trees, and you look for a golden bench, but there is no bench. There's no bench there. There's just two trees. And you say to yourself, I know that I was on a bench and I talked to the sun, but you can't remember exactly what happened. You're like, I know something happened. Where did the bench go? And you turn around and think, well, I'm sure my mom will know. And you start running down the hill, and you're almost down to the bottom. And you look back and you say, why did I go up that hill? And you have a feeling that you experienced something, but you can't quite remember what happened to you at the top of the hill. And you see two butterflies in front of you, one to your right and one to your left. And they seem to be with you. So you say, well, I guess I'll just continue and go back and be with my family. And you keep running and running. And you start running across the meadow and running across the grass. You see the lake to your right. And you get closer and closer to your family. You're about 100 yards away. And you think, wow, this is a beautiful day. It's really beautiful. But you don't remember being at the top of the hill, going to the top of the hill, or even having any experiences outside of the meadow or grass that you're currently on. And you start getting tired, so you walk the last few yards and you sit down by your family. And your mother says to you, would you like some salad now? And you say, yes. And you ask your mom, did you see me at the lake? And she says, oh, no, we did not see you at the lake. And you ask your mom, did you see me go to that hill over there? And she says, no, we didn't see you. You've been with us the whole time. Did you have a little dream? Because you laid down for a while, but we didn't think you were asleep. But now it's time to have your lunch. And you say, oh, okay, I understand. And then you say, well, yeah, let's eat lunch. I'm hungry. Thanks, Mom. And your mom makes you a plate and puts it before you, and you think, oh, yeah, that was a nice dream. And you continue and you go about your day. And the butterflies leave you, and they say to themselves, well, he doesn't remember, but maybe it's better that way. And the gifts that he or she will receive will come in due time as he has been awakened and guided by the sun. Let's give thanks to all life, and let's give thanks to the sun and our Creator for this glorious day. Namaste and amen. And then you go about your day and you just remember later on in life, a happy day, a beautiful day between the summertime and fall time in the mountains, in a meadow, by a lake with your family. And that is all. So I want you to breathe in, and I want you to breathe out. And this is Donna Carol coming back. And although this was a guided meditation, I will say this, that children do have magical experiences. with the nature spirits, the leprechauns, the various entities that live on the planet. The fairies say that they interact with children and then they throw fairy dust on them so that they forget the interactions because it's unsafe for them that humans remember and know of their existence. So even though this is a guided meditation and it may seem like a fantasy, it may be a little bit more real than people would imagine. Kids have imaginary friends and they talk to nature spirits, they talk to angels. So they're open, wide open. So one of our jobs as adults is to get back into that childlike innocence and get back into that state of acceptance and that state of openness so that we can interact, learn from, and communicate with the other life forms upon this planet and in the sky. So I wish you all well. I hope you enjoyed that, and I send you a lot of light. Hey, and so does Snickers. Take care. Good night. Thank you. Thank you.